Closed captioning of this 12 newscast is brought to you as a community service by Flint Osteopathic Hospital and Dr. Robert H. Brookman. Wjrt TV 12, Flint, Saginaw Bay City, where news comes first. This is 12 News with Bill Harris, Audrey Barnes, Ed Phelps with sports, and meteorologist John McMurray with live Doppler radar. Now, live 12 News Nightwatch.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us this Monday evening. I'm Bill Harris.
And I'm Audrey Barnes. To save the state some money, double bunking began at the Thumb Regional Correctional Facility in Lapeer today. Whether it's a good idea or not depends on who you talk to, as Joel Fike reports.
After months of debate, double bunking has finally arrived in Lapeer. No new inmates are being brought to the prison just yet. Instead, during sort of a trial run, they're shifting people around, putting 91 inmates in a pod designed to hold 48.
We need the beds. The state of Michigan needs the beds for prison. And it's a cheaper way to go than building new prisons.
As you can imagine, the inmates we talk with don't like the idea of double bunking, saying they feel like they're being packed in like sardines.
Although inmates get to pick their roommate, they are complaining about the lack of privacy. Gary English is in prison for criminal sexual conduct involving his daughter.
It's a good way to save money, but then all you're doing is like staking cords of wood. We're warehousing people. Isn't there a better solution to all this?
Rick Neely, who was convicted of armed robbery, says while it may be cheaper for the state, it's harder on the inmates. He gave me a tour of his cell.
Right here, this is my locker. Right. Soap, cosmetics, deodorant, clothes, private clothes, my clothes.
All right.
There's my TV. There's my little food, cigarette smokes, tapes, things you order from the state. There's my shoes, and I have a personal ready over there in the window.
Okay.
And there's my bed.
Next month, about 100 new inmates will be brought to the prison, and eventually it will be home to as many as 940. But with the increase in population comes an increase in officers. Eventually, 40 new corrections officers will be hired. In Lapeer, Joel Fike, 12 News Nightwatch.
The prison in Lapeer is the last regional prison in the state to require double bunking.
A Flint police officer has been suspended with pay following a fatal shooting over the weekend. Officer Harlan Green heard gunshots a little after 2 a.m. on Sunday morning near the Straight 8 bar in North Saginaw and Hobson. Now, according to witnesses, the shots were fired by the bar manager, Isaac Kemp, who apparently was trying to scare off prowlers. When the off-duty officer arrived, investigators say he told Kemp several times that he was a policeman. Kemp pointed the gun at him, and the two fired at each other. Now, there are conflicting reports as to whether or not the officer was told the man with the gun was the bar manager. The results of the investigation will be turned over to the county prosecutor to decide if any charges will be brought. Flint police have a teenager in custody tonight for the shooting of an 11-year-old boy. Curtis Price was delivering newspapers in the 600 block of Russell Avenue with a friend when he was shot in the side. Price is in serious condition tonight at Flint's Hurley Medical Center. A 15-year-old boy has been arrested for that shooting.
On Wednesday, death row inmate Roger Keith Coleman will go to the electric chair for the 1981 rape and murder of his sister-in-law. Virginia Governor Douglas Wilder has decided the execution will proceed despite efforts to award Coleman clemency. Coleman's mother, Mary Holslander of Livonia, heard about the governor's decision as she was packing to leave for Virginia.
I was really upset when the lawyer called me this morning. She called me about 10 o'clock and told me the governor's decision.
Yeah.
And so that's, I was kind of upset there. But then I talked to the family down south in Grundy, and they say they're still going. They're still out there trying. And they say there's hope. As long as there's time, there's hope.
Coleman's lawyers still maintain their client is innocent, and they have new evidence that shows someone else committed the crime.
For the time being, I'm trying to deal with it.
Some angry residents in Vienna Township are asking officials to explore the possibility of replacing local police patrols with Genesee County Sheriff's deputies. A few dozen people crowded into tonight's Township Board meeting to voice concerns about the leadership of the joint Clio-Vienna Township Force. At the center of the debate is Chief Dale Moore, a 9-year veteran. Some residents say Moore's handling of the department is behind their efforts.
I don't think I can satisfy everybody in the township 100% of the time. I wouldn't expect to. You know, if everybody on the department, every officer on the department agreed with me 100% of the time, I'd be just as wrong as if they never agreed with me at all.
What right do we have an input on picking the chief of police? Can it be amended so that Vienna Township has more input, and then you don't get into a thing like this?
Those issues will be addressed by a committee appointed by the township supervisor to look into alternatives for the police department. Sheriff's patrols will be one option explored, but initial budget estimates show that contracting the service out would cost several $100,000 more than the current setup.
Police statewide still looking tonight for two men who robbed the Michigan National Bank at Genesee and Richfield Roads in Genesee Township today. The two, described as white males in their 20s, wore baseball caps as they walked into the bank armed with a long gun and a pistol about 4:30 this afternoon. Now, they were last seen around 4 o'clock getting into an older model white Corvette with orange flames. Another white male was at the wheel of that Corvette. If you have any information regarding this robbery, you are asked to call the Genesee Township Police at the number you see here, 313-640-2000.
A Flint firefighter is recovering tonight after being injured battling a blaze that destroyed a downtown home. Witnesses say the fire started in a car parked at this house in downtown Flint. The flames spread quickly, igniting the garage, the house, and then the abandoned house next door. One firefighter is being treated for smoke inhalation after his air mask malfunctioned. Authorities say it appears the fire was intentionally set.
Flint Post Office officials and employees mourning the death tonight of one of their oldest and closest friends. Flint Postmaster William Schwartz died this past weekend at the age of 70. Apparently, Schwartz passed away in his sleep shortly after mowing his lawn on Saturday afternoon. Relatives say he had a heart condition, but the cause of his death is unknown. William Schwartz served as Flint's postmaster for 30 years. His successor has not yet been announced. And band leader Lawrence Welk has died. The 89-year-old television personality died Sunday night at his home in Santa Monica, California, with his family at his side after a long battle with pneumonia. Lawrence Welk began his career in North Dakota, entertaining people with his champagne music. The Lawrence Welk Show played on ABC for 16 years until 1971. Lawrence Welk, well-known phrases, a one, a two, and wonderful, wonderful. Lawrence Welk, dead tonight at the age of 89.
Ready, boys? Undecided. A 1 and 2 and...
There's a new feeling of pride in our hometown. The all-new Flint-built Oldsmobile 88 Royale. World-class quality, all-American value. See it, own it, and drive it with pride at Flint's hometown Oldsmobile dealer, Victor George Oldsmobile, South Saginaw Naval in Flint.
Make a change for the better, make a change to Victor George.
How does Meyer seem to know just which foods you want? To be honest, they don't. So they carry about everything. So when you want unusual items like Hungarian peppers, you're sure to find them, plus your usual favorite.
Get set for summer with Ruffles potato chips, just $1.49. And assorted Mountain Dew, Pepsi, and A&W products are only $2.39 limit too.
Why shop a store where you get only what they want to sell you when you can shop Meyer and get what you want? Meyer, the store built on common sense.
Get to the point. Get to the point. Get to the point. Get to the point.
Stop whatever you're doing and hurry to your Ford dealer, because the company who brought you 5 of the 10 best-selling vehicles in the U.S. now presents some of the best new car and truck values of the year. During our leadership celebration, take advantage of lease payments as low as $149 a month on Ford Ranger XLT with all this equipment. That's right, just $149 a month. It means you can drive a new truck every 2 years. Whether you want to buy or lease, with these values, Ford's making it smart to act now during our leadership celebration. 12 News is brought to you by Victor George, South Saginaw, Maple, Flint.
Big wheels in the U.S. and Japanese car industries have ended a half-day meeting on finding a common route to reducing the U.S. trade deficit with Japan. But they're not giving specifics about what happened. GM Chairman Robert Semple says the gathering in suburban Chicago was a good meeting. Afterward, Chrysler Chairman Lee Iacocca met with Mitsubishi's chairman, and Iacocca said that talk was just fine.
A Michigan tax break is helping General Motors set up shop in Texas. The capital acquisition deduction is intended to promote investment here in Michigan, but a GM spokesman says the company plans to use that tax break to deduct new equipment being moved to Arlington, Texas. Well, the plant there was chosen to stay open over a similar plant in Ypsilanti that is set to close. Michigan House Speaker Lou Dodak says Michigan has lost half of its auto jobs because of its bad tax policy. And Democrats are promoting a plan to repeal the deduction, but Governor Engler and other Republicans say that would devastate business. On Wall Street, the stock market advanced today. The Dow rose over 23 points in moderate trading.
Now that the spring weather has taken a turn for the better, progress is being made at Flint's Bishop Airport. About 100 construction workers are on the job building new roads, installing new utilities, and pouring the footing for the new terminal building. The construction is running a few weeks behind schedule because of the poor spring weather. Around June 15th, a bypass road will open to allow the construction to progress even faster. Officials say if the good weather continues to hold, the new terminal building should be finished by the target date of September 1st, 1993.
Instead of Labor Day 1993, we're looking a little bit closer to Memorial Day of 1992, and Jan will be here all week with what looks like right now some pretty decent weather. Huh?
Yeah, it looks like we'll get right up to the weekend, so for those who will be heading up north on Friday, it looks excellent. And we'll just take it right up to that.
Yeah, we noticed.
You read that too, huh? But for the next several days, if you're doing any work out at Bishop Airport, it should be spectacular with bright sunshine. Stay with us.
It's been a coast-to-coast saving success, but these are its final day. It's the National Jeep Sale at your Jeep and Eagle dealer. Your last chance to save over $2,900 on Jeep Cherokee. Plus, save up to $900 on the freedom-loving Jeep Wrangler. There are only a few more days to save, so see your dealer soon. Because while our vehicles know no limits, our sales do.
Get the advantage at your local Jeep and Eagle dealer.
As a Perry Redcoat pharmacist, I use these to fill your prescriptions. And I use these because only by listening to you can I help you. So if you have a question or need some advice, you know where to turn. Perry Drugstores. Come talk to us. We're there when you need us.
Prepare for summer and save on these select Coppertone sun care products. Sale price is just $3.49. And now Monostat 7 is just $9.99 after mail-in rebate, cream or suppositories at all Perry drugstores.
Skin cancer is the most common form of cancer in America. Flint is one of 22 cities offering free screenings Wednesday. I'll have details tomorrow on 12 News at noon.
There's never been a Winfield who didn't wear glasses. So imagine our extreme joy when New Vision announced buy one, give one free. Buy one pair of glasses and get a second pair free to keep for yourself or give to someone you love. Now, since I gave my free pair to my husband and the twins chose each other, that leaves Bobby Jr., who'd sure like to give his second pair to someone nice. So please give him a call.
Buy one, give one free at New Vision.
No one deals like the Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch sells Bolins. We buy a value and pass the savings on to you.
Reliable American-made quality at a sale price. A new Bolins 12-horsepower lawn tractor with 36-inch mower, now sale priced at $19.99.95.
And our expert staff really knows Bolins.
Brady Sales and Service, Davison Road, Burton.
The good times, the best of times. The cast of Cheers share their favorite memories. Next time.
Coming up next.
Well, the winds have slackened across the entire state from somewhat of a blustery northeasterly setting this afternoon, and that kept temperatures in and around the Saginaw Bay and some area a little bit cooler than the inland areas. But it's mostly clear. Temperature-wise, right now, the readings have pretty much stabilized in the 40s and low 50s throughout much of the region. Again, shoreline areas a little bit cooler than temperatures throughout the interior and the western parts of the state. Wind direction still from a northeast and easterly direction. Tendency of the winds for the next 12 hours will slowly turn clockwise, a bit more from the southeast tomorrow. The pressure rising, humidity has increased up to 66%. Now, the range in temperatures near the 50-degree mark this morning with clouds in place for a few hours during the morning period. Sun broke from behind the clouds, but the northeast wind kept about a 6-degree range in high temperatures through the afternoon. Still plenty of sunshine, but the cooling effects of the northeast winds coming in from Saginaw Bay, keeping the shoreline temperatures a little bit lower. In the state at the present time, just scattered clouds. For the most part, it is clear. The wind speeds have slackened again, basically a northeast wind. Tendency will be to turn clockwise more to the east and eventually to the southeast as the fair weather cell continues to dominate conditions as it moves eastward. You can see the temperatures on the east side of the state a little bit lower than in the western counties. Again, the cooling effects of the wind over the lake itself. Early this morning, quite a bit of cloudiness to the south. Pockets of rain still evident through parts of Ohio and Indiana. Heavy thunderstorms yesterday reported down through portions of Indiana and also just to the west of Flint and Flushing. But through the morning, the clouds continued to drop in a southeasterly direction. By 11 o'clock this morning, the trailing edge of the cloudiness was down in the Detroit area. Quite a bit of sunshine to the west and also to the far north. Temperatures this morning at Marquette dropping down to 30 degrees, but with the sunshine, their readings did climb into the 50s. Heavy thunderstorms over the nation, mainly concentrated in the southeast, almost the central sections of the Atlantic region, reaching all the way back down into the Central Plains. Also some very heavy thunderstorms in and around the Texas area, the byproduct of this somewhat stationary frontal pattern. Quite warm to the south, mild over the Great Lakes region. The range in temperatures, 90s evident this afternoon, pushing into parts of the Dakotas. Coolest readings reported in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan and also through parts of the New England states, but all of that cool air will be moving eastward. We'll have quite a bit of sunshine for the day tomorrow and plenty of sunshine to our immediate west in the plains. Our forecast for the evening and early morning period, skies will remain mostly fair. It will be cool in the morning with the lowest temperatures in the upper 30s to near the 40-degree mark. Now, for the day Tuesday, sunny, temperatures will begin to moderate, readings climbing through the upper 60s to near the 70-degree mark. Tomorrow evening, fair once again, mid-40s for low. For Wednesday and also into Thursday, sunny and a bit warmer, headed to the mid-70s at midweek, and flirting with the 80-degree mark for the end of the week, Thursday and Friday. So for those heading up north, for the unofficial start of summer, it will be summer-like temperatures.
You know, it only took us through
I was
Friday.
going to say, we can't put anything up over
4
on
days.
John. We
All right.
noticed.
We'll give you time. Thanks, Jan.
Well, if you have trouble with acne, you might want to think about staying out of the sun this summer. We'll tell you why.
And medical experts have reached a decision regarding the controversial sleeping drug Halcyon. We'll have that story. The rest of the health news when 12 News Nightwatch continues.
It's Ale Bennett's Living in America sale.
Let's keep America rolling. This 1992 Ford Ranger, 4x4, just $147 per month. Nobody outdeals Al Bennett.
Wow, Sharon, I can't believe Lawn Boy has all these different models to choose from.
And I can't believe Davison Road Rental will sell us this Lawn Boy for as little as $2.99.
Davison Road Rental.
Get help in a hurry. Call a Bryant dealer to the rescue. Bryant's Quiet 2-Speed Plus air conditioner has a lower speed to help lower your energy bill. And only your Bryant dealer has it. So call Bryant to the rescue.
Come on, Brian, and rescue me.
Here's mid-season sale days are going on now at your full-service John Deere dealer. See Rick at Unclaimed Freight Ace Hardware in Bay City, Brian, Wendy, or Tim at Mannion Brothers Hardware in Saginaw, Ernie at Latham Equipment in Caro, JP at Durand Concrete Products in Durand, or Fred at Lawn and Leisure Shop in Flushing. Get up to $400 off John Deere lawn and garden tractors. STX 38 lawn tractors are as low as $19.99. John Deere tricyclers as low as $3.99. Use your John Deere credit card. Get 90 days same as cash. Save now at your full-service John Deere dealer. Deer season ends May 31st.
On May 30th and 31st, Hurley Medical Center and WJRT TV 12 present the Children's Miracle Network Telethon. Join us. Together, we can work wonders.
In health news tonight, an FDA panel has given the sleeping pill Halcyon a clean bill of health. After listening to testimony from medical experts, the group has declared Halcyon safe and effective. The FDA had been asked to take the drug off the market after some users complained of memory loss, nausea, and nightmares. While it won't ban the drug, the panel says the label should, though, be changed to carry a stronger warning, alerting users about possible side effects. A dangerous new strain of tuberculosis is the focus of an international conference in Florida. Doctors and healthcare workers are meeting in Miami to discuss the alarming number of new drug-resistant strains of TB. The president of the American Lung Association, which is holding the conference, says it is a public health nightmare. The increase is most evident at urban hospitals. The infection rate in medical centers that treat HIV patients is as high as 49%.
If you are one of the thousands of adults who suffer from acne, you may want to invest in a huge brimmed hat for the summer. Health First reporter Chuck Farrell has that story and the rest of tonight's health news.
Kaposi sarcoma is a cancer that spread through tumors on the skin. It can strike people with the AIDS virus and diabetes. Scientists at the National Cancer Institute and at a Japanese drug company tested animals with these tumors. They found the compound SPPG stopped tumor growth more effectively than current chemotherapy drugs. It has not yet been tested on humans. The drug carbamazepine, which is an anticonvulsant and used to treat some manic depressive patients, will be given to a group of cocaine addicts along with psychotherapy sessions. Researchers want to examine how the drug acts on the patient's arousal levels when watching a cocaine video. It's hoped the drug will reduce the urge and help them in resistance training. Previous studies on the drug for coke addiction had mixed results. Some acne sufferers should take cover from the sun this summer. 70% of surveyed rosacea patients blamed the sun for worsening their condition. Rosacea is a severe form of acne associated with widened blood vessels in the face. Although the sun is thought to help dry up standard acne, it can actually worsen rosacea. The recent survey also shows high humidity, wind, and cold can increase rosacea flare-ups. In Flint, Chuck Farrell, 12 News.
Chuck tells us that perhaps adults with acne-like symptoms should have their condition diagnosed before weathering the outdoor elements. Talk about weathering the elements. What would you call what the Tigers underwent tonight?
Visiting team was brewing up a storm, which
Yes,
the Tigers
they were.
could not withstand. For the Detroit Tigers, for every Seattle game, unfortunately, there's a game with Milwaukee. Tigers can take care of Seattle, but not Milwaukee, as they found out again tonight. Veronica and Jeff Wilson are keeping the bowling honors all in the family. The sports does that.
If this fast-paced world makes it hard to eat right, Dannon blended yogurt makes it deliciously easy. Where there's a world of ways to eat wrong, there's a yogurt lusciously premixed till it's as smooth as Dannon blended. In a world of sweet treats, Dannon gives them the right kind of sweet tooth with calcium and protein. Because what they learn to eat now, they'll take with them forever. Dannon blended yogurt, a very healthy habit for life.
My air conditioner, it's out there purring like a kitten. Things solid as a rock. Never think about it. The best time to think about your air conditioning is now. So call your Carrier dealer today. We're the guys who know best when it comes to making it better inside.
How about some extra money? Buy a new Carrier air conditioner and Infinity gas furnace and get up to $600 cash back plus a 10-year parts warranty. In Grand Blanc, call Blessing Company. We're the inside guys.
Tonight on Nightline, Roger Keith Coleman, set to die on Wednesday, even though new evidence could clear him of murder. Nightline talks with him tonight.
Al Serra announces a better way to buy a car. The only price. Every new and used car and truck at Al Serra now has two prices clearly posted in the window. One, the factory sticker price. The other, the only price. The absolute lowest price we will sell that vehicle for. You don't have to wheel and deal to get the lowest price. Get the only price any day, every day at Alcera Chevrolet Geo in Grand Blanc.
How does he sell his Chevrolet so?
That's blame low.
Regardless of claims and specials, the incredible Eyeglass Factory has the best price in sight, day in and day out. Go ahead and compare. At the Eyeglass Factory, you choose from a fabulous selection of frames. Buy one pair, get a second one free from the same selection, plus a free eye exam. Contacts, too. At the Eyeglass Factory, you buy one pair of top-quality contacts and get one free, plus a pair of eyeglasses and a free eye exam. The Eyeglass Factory, always the best price and value in sight. Go ahead, compare.
There's no place like maybe the road for the Detroit Tigers. After winning 5 out of 10 away from home, the Tigers returned home tonight, and not exactly what the home fans wanted to see. Greg Vaughn of the Milwaukee Brewers with a 2-run homer in the 6th inning to make it 4-1 Brewers. Vaughn had 3 RBIs on the night. The Tigers were not at their best. Watch left fielder Mark Carrion struggling as Milwaukee added to the total. 9-1 the final tonight. Put that one in the loss column, guys, and forget it. Tomorrow is another day. Alan Trammell's ankle injury, as if the Tigers didn't have enough bad news, is worse than originally feared. Doctors performed surgery today and had to insert pins in the ankle. Trammell will now be out of the lineup at least 8 weeks. At first, it was thought it was going to be 3 to 6 weeks, and at his age, it'll be a difficult road back for Alan Trammell. Well, former Tiger Jack Morris had a no-hitter for 5+ innings tonight against his other former team, the Minnesota Twins, but he couldn't hold on. Toronto leading 2-0 in the 8th inning, and Chuck Knobloch's 2-run single to right tied the game. Later, Minnesota scored 4 runs in the 11th inning to earn the 6-2 win. For the Blue Jays, it was their 4th consecutive loss. Mark McGwire of the Oakland Athletics continued his red-hot spring tonight at the new Camden Yards in Baltimore. In the 1st inning, McGwire cracked his 17th homer of the young season, a 3-run shot. The A's jumped all over the Baltimore Orioles early. Now Ricky Henderson to build the lead to 6-0 with another homer. Orioles mounting a bit of a comeback, but in the 9th inning now, Oakland leading Baltimore 8-4. Other American League scores: the Yankees over California 7-2. Boston eked one out over Seattle 3-2. Texas, the same score at Cleveland tonight, a winner. And Kansas City, Chicago 6-1 KC in that one. In the National League, the Atlanta Braves used the home run ball to beat the St. Louis Cardinals tonight. Former Cardinal Terry Pendleton with a 2-run shot in the 1st inning. Brian Hunter and Dave Justice also hit round trippers. Charlie Legrand won for the 4th time this season. Atlanta 4, St. Louis 2. Elsewhere in the National League, Cincinnati hung on to beat Montreal 2-1. And pitcher Kyle Abbott of Philadelphia is 0-7 on the season. Houston beat Abbott and the Phillies today 4-2. Though ranked #1 of the state in Class A, the Carmen Ainsworth baseball team had to work hard to earn a doubleheader split with Clio in the Big 9 today. That's Carmen's Andy Galbraith avoiding the tag at the plate, completing a 5-run 1st inning for the Cavaliers in the nightcap. Clio had won the opener 4-3. The Mustangs tried to come back in the 2nd game. Steve McClinch with the run-scoring single to make it 5-2. The Cavaliers, however, with Tom Derwin tripling home another run, earned a 9-6 victory in the nightcap. Top-ranked Carmen Ainsworth now 21-2 on the season. This year's MVP of the National Basketball Association is Lance Blanks of the... No. It's Michael Jordan of the Chicago Bulls, 2nd year in a row, 3rd time in 4 years. Jordan, who won the scoring title for the 6th year in a row, was a runaway winner today. No NBA playoff action tonight. Cleveland at Chicago, Utah at Portland tomorrow night. A couple of changes from the NBA. A week ago, the L.A. Lakers lost a coach, Mike Dunleavy, to Milwaukee. Today, they found one. The Lakers elevated assistant Randy Found, that's Found spelled P-F-O-U-N-D, to the head coaching job. Tom Wilson is the new president of the Detroit Pistons. Wilson had been the chief operating officer. If he takes 100% of the advice on players and coaches offered by general manager Jack McCloskey, Wilson will do well. Blackhawks and the Edmonton Oilers going down to the wire tonight of the Campbell Conference Final series at Chicago. Peter Klima, the Oilers just missing, and then seconds later at the other end, Bill Ranford comes up with the big save for the Oilers. The Oilers led the entire game 2-1, but with 6 minutes into the 3rd period, watch Steve Larmer on the backhander to tie it to Chicago to make it 2-2. And then moments later, the Blackhawks went ahead for the first time in the game. Michel Goulet, over 500 goals in his career. There's another one. Chicago 3-2. The heat was on today. Flint Central and Southwestern Academy in the district tournament soccer. Game scoreless after 45 minutes, but Central struck twice in the Second half, they earned the 2-0 win. Here's the game winner, Tracy Markley, finding the net. The Indians advance to the district semifinals. Wilsons of Burton will be carrying a lot of the responsibility in the annual Flint-Saginaw All-Star Bowling match beginning this Wednesday night at the Americana Lanes in Saginaw. Husband and wife Jeff and Veronica Wilson will be bowling for the Flint All-Star team. Wilsons are the first husband and wife team to make the Flint squad since Howard and Maggie Gilroy did it back in the 1970s. Both have made the elite groups before, but it's the first time they've ever done it together.
I'm excited about it. You know, this is a goal that we've been trying to do for about, the last 3 years, I believe, because I made it 4 years ago, and Veronica missed that year. Then she made the last two, and I missed it. You know, so it's fun to bowl.
This is one of the major goals, I think, for bowlers in Flint, is to make the All-Star team, because it means that you're one of the best. You represent Flint.
The Wilsons All-Stars, the All-Star Bowling Wednesday night at the Americana Lanes. That's sports. I'm out of time.
Good luck to them. Stick with us. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Save thousands of dollars on 1992 Cadillacs at Young Olds Cadillac in Owasso. Get a 92 Cadillac Brougham starting at $21,500 or a 92 Sedan DeVille starting as little as $22,800. Young Olds Cadillac in Owasso.
This month, the Lake Edna Players present the Wild West Review, and it's a must-see. And for a must-eat, try new KFC Honey Barbecue Chicken. Fried chicken glazed in a special sauce with a touch of honey. You're going to love it. You'll like the play, too. I'm in the chorus. Come and sit by my side if you love me.
New KFC Honey Barbecue Chicken. 8 pieces, just $5.99. Or a 2-piece snack, just $1.99. For a limited time in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
I thought I told you to get it in writing.
At Northwest Tire and Service, we put our guarantees in writing on everything, every time. Our complete auto service is now available in Okemos. As always, the lowest prices and highest mileage warranties are at Northwest Tire and Service. Stop in during our grand opening sale and register to win a set of Aqua Treads. Plus, all of our Goodyear Eagle tires are on sale to celebrate. For complete auto service that's guaranteed every time, Northwest Tire and Service, celebrating their grand opening at all their locations.
Hi, I'm Tony Young from Young Olds Cadillac in Owasso. Lease the all-new Olds Achieva starting at just $179 a month, and just announced a special 36-month lease on 98 Oldsmobiles starting at $399 a month. Only at Young Olds Cadillac in Owasso.
It's McNally Buick Chevrolet's biggest sale of the year, our 10th sale.
It's the sale where every car and truck in our huge inventory is marked way below market value.
The price is right in the window. You can see the savings. McNally.
12 News is brought to you by Victor George, South Saginaw at Maple, Flint.
Finally tonight, the Republican National Convention could be bad for your marriage. That is, if you're a would-be bride in Houston, Texas. The problem is the Republican Convention, which runs from August 17th through the 20th, it's cornered the market on hotel rooms, meeting halls, and limos. A spokesman for a Houston hotel says he has one word for those who want to marry in August. Don't.
Or get married at the convention.
Or they could go to San Diego. There are probably plenty of rooms left over there after the America's Cup.
This is true. John, how about a wake up?
Chilly start early in the morning. Temperatures daybreak in the 40s. Headed to the 60s, though, in the afternoon.
Cast and crew of Cheers get together to celebrate a milestone in the history of Cheers. That edition of Cheers is coming up next. Then Nightline with Ted Koppel. Thanks for tuning in tonight, and have a pleasant Tuesday. Good night.